When Emily first joked about controlling me in front of our friends, I laughed it off. We'd been together for 6 years, and playful teasing was normal between us. But over the past few months, the jokes had gotten sharper, more frequent. They weren't just private jabs anymore. They became part of our public conversations. She would smirk and say things like, "Oh, Jake won't do that unless I give the okay," or "I've trained him well." Everyone would laugh, but each time it left a bitter taste in my mouth. One Friday night, we were at a dinner party with close friends. The atmosphere was warm, full of chatter and clinking glasses. Out of nowhere, Emily piped up, "Jake? He's basically my well-trained pet. I tell him what to do and he does it. It's cute." She laughed, and so did everyone else. But I just sat there, smiling faintly, quietly swallowing the sting in her words. What she didn't know was that I'd already been feeling the weight of our relationship changing. I'd been keeping track of how often she dismissed my opinions, how little she asked what I wanted, how decisions were always made before I even knew they were on the table. I'd been quiet, not because I agreed, but because I was thinking. That night, after the party, she slipped her hand into mine on the way home, completely unaware of the storm in my chest. She joked again before bed, "Good night, my obedient little Jake." I kissed her forehead and said nothing. Over the next few weeks, I didn't argue. I didn't push back when she made plans without me or spoke over me in conversations. I kept helping her with things, kept smiling when she spoke, but inside I was slowly detaching. I started making my own quiet plans, updating my resume, searching for apartments, talking to a therapist about the changes I needed in my life. The night I left, I didn't make a scene. I packed my things while she was at work, leaving the key on the kitchen counter next to a short note. I'm not a joke. I'm not a pet. I'm done being quiet. When she came home and called me in shock, I could hear the disbelief in her voice. "Jake, you're overreacting." I didn't mean it seriously, but I'd already learned something. Important, sometimes silence isn't agreement. Sometimes it's preparation. And by the time she realized I was serious, I was already gone, finally free from a relationship that had made me feel small in the name of fun. My quiet had been my strength, and it was the one thing she never saw coming.